After the age of 60, the body begins to lose about 3% of its muscle mass each year, a change that not only weakens you, but also gradually affects balance, mobility, and independence. Most people only realize this after their first serious fall. The good news is that with just 5 simple and safe exercises you can do at home, you can slow down or even reverse this process. If you want to stay strong and independent, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next essential guides. Among all the muscle groups that decline with age, the glute muscles are often the first to weaken, yet the least noticed. These powerful muscles form the foundation of balance, mobility, and independence. When the glutes lose strength, even simple actions like standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, or walking upright become difficult. Research has shown that weakened glutes are one of the leading causes of falls in older adults because they control the hips and stabilize the entire lower body. That is why the glute bridge exercise is more than just a workout. It is a rehabilitation tool, a way to restore strength, stability, and confidence for people over 60. The glute bridge appears simple, but its effects are deeply physiological. When lying on your back with knees bent and feet flat on the floor, your body starts from rest. But the moment you lift your hips and squeeze your glutes, you activate an entire chain of key muscles, the gluteus maximus, hamstrings, and core. The glutes act as the main driver, the hamstrings support the lift, and the core stabilizes the spine. Together, they activate 60 to 80% of the posterior chain power, far more than walking or light activity. Physiologically, this movement increases blood circulation through the pelvis and lower back, relieving stiffness, reducing spinal compression, and taking pressure off the knees. As the glutes strengthen, they assume their proper role in supporting balance, which means the knees and lower back no longer bear excessive weight. This makes the glute bridge particularly valuable for older adults with arthritis or hip pain, since it builds strength without heavy load or joint stress. A study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that seniors who performed glute bridges 3 times a week for 8 weeks increased glute strength by 21%, improved balance by 34%, and reduced fall risk by nearly 40%. MRI scans showed stronger neuromuscular activation between the brain and hip region, proving that this simple motion reawakens the communication between the nervous system and muscles, often dulled by age. The glute bridge also improves posture and eases lower back pain. A common issue among older adults, when sitting for long periods, the glutes tend to shut down while the lower back compensates by overworking. The bridge reverses that imbalance by reactivating the glutes, taking strain off the lumbar spine and allowing smoother, more upright movement throughout the day. To perform the exercise, lie flat on your back, knees bent at 90 degrees and feet hip width apart, resting flat on the floor. Keep your arms relaxed alongside your body. Take a deep breath through your nose. Then, as you exhale, lift your hips off the ground, squeeze your glutes and hold a neutral spine. Do not arch the lower back or push from the heels excessively. Hold the top position for 2 seconds, feeling the contraction in your glutes and hamstrings. Then slowly inhale and lower your hips back down, with control stopping just before touching the floor. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions 3 times a week. Focus on the quality of each movement rather than the number of reps. Move slowly, breathe steadily, and stay aware of your body. Each lift should feel smooth and controlled. Deep rhythmic breathing not only increases oxygen flow, but also helps regulate the nervous system, promoting calm and better sleep patterns, especially valuable for older adults. Once you are comfortable, try the single leg glute bridge variation. Start the same way, but when lifting your hips, extend one leg straight out, keeping it level with the raised thigh. This forces each side of the glutes to work independently, building symmetry and improving hip stability. Move slowly and stop if you feel any strain in the lower back or knees. Important reminders: keep your spine neutral throughout. Avoid using the lower back muscles to lift and concentrate on engaging the glutes. Keep your neck and shoulders relaxed. And if you experience hamstring cramps, bring your feet slightly closer to your hips for better leverage. Beyond physical benefits, the glute bridge has psychological power too. Many older adults regain confidence as they notice improvements in mobility, being able to rise from a chair easily or climb stairs without fear. This sense of control over the body restores dignity, independence, and motivation, which are just as vital as physical strength. Every repetition of the glute bridge is more than a movement. It is a reminder that the body can heal, adapt, and grow stronger at any age. It represents self-care, discipline, and renewal. Lifting your hips becomes a metaphor for lifting your spirit, reclaiming vitality and proving that resilience does not fade with time. Start today, even if it is just 5 minutes a day. The glute bridge is your quiet declaration of independence, each controlled breath, a promise that strength and balance are still within. Reach with consistency, patience, and focus. Your body will respond. You will stand taller, walk steadier, and move through life with a renewed sense of confidence, energy, and freedom. San. In the world of fitness, the squat is often called the king of all exercises, but for older adults, it represents something far more meaningful, a key to maintaining independence and dignity. After the age of 60, every simple movement, standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, or getting out of bed, becomes a quiet test of lower body strength. When the muscles of the thighs, glutes, and core weaken, each action feels heavier, slower, and less secure. That's why the squat is not just a strength exercise, it's a movement of self-reliance, a daily reminder that you can still move, control, and support yourself confidently. The main goal of the squat is to strengthen the entire lower body, especially the quadriceps, glutes, and core. These three muscle groups work together in nearly every activity of daily life: standing, climbing, bending, lifting, and maintaining balance. Done correctly, squats help restore your body's natural movement patterns, slow down age-related muscle loss, sarcopenia, and reduce fall risk, one of the leading causes of loss of independence in seniors. A 2014 study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that older adults who practiced squats regularly increased quadriceps strength by 28%, improved balance by 35%, and reduced their risk of falls by almost 50% within 12 weeks. These are not just numbers, they're proof that strength can be rebuilt, even late in life, when training is done safely and intelligently. Unlike isolated machine-based exercises, the squat activates multiple muscle groups at once, improving both strength and neuromuscular coordination. As you lower your body, the glutes and hamstrings work hard to control your descent, while the quadriceps and core engage to lift you back up. This dynamic movement improves joint mobility, blood circulation, and even bone density, key factors in preventing osteoporosis and maintaining long-term health. Technique matters. Start with your feet shoulder-width apart and your toes slightly turned out about 10 to 15 degrees. Keep your chest lifted, shoulders open, and your spine in a neutral position. Begin the motion by pushing your hips backward as if sitting into an invisible chair, while bending your knees and ensuring they stay aligned with your toes. As you lower yourself, inhale deeply through your nose. As you rise, exhale slowly through your mouth, tightening your glutes and core to return to a standing position. Keep your weight in your heels, not on your toes. Shifting weight forward places unnecessary stress on your knees and disrupts balance. Throughout the movement, keep your gaze forward, your back straight, and avoid rounding your spine or leaning too far forward. For beginners, move slowly and focus on control. Stop immediately if you feel pain in your knees or lower back. For those with limited mobility or knee issues, try safer variations such as the chair-supported squat. Place a sturdy chair behind you, lower yourself until your hips lightly touch the seat, then stand back up with control. This helps you learn proper form without losing balance. Another variation is the wall squat, stand with your back against a wall. Slide down until your knees form a 90-degree angle, hold for a few seconds, and then return to standing. Both versions strengthen the legs and improve your ability to stand up without placing excessive stress on your joints. Beyond physical benefits, squats bring powerful emotional rewards. When older adults regain the ability to stand up easily or move with confidence, they also regain a sense of control and independence. The simple act of standing tall on your own is a statement of strength and dignity, a reminder that your body can still adapt and improve, that age does not define your limits. Still, to reap these benefits, it's crucial to avoid common mistakes. Many people let their knees collapse inward during the movement, putting dangerous stress on the joints. Others round their backs or lean too far forward, increasing pressure on the lower spine. The most frequent mistake is shifting weight onto the toes instead of keeping it through the heels, which reduces stability and increases fall risk. The solution is awareness focus on alignment, breathing, and control. Remember, a squat is not about how many you can do, but how well you do each one. When practiced regularly, squats not only strengthen the legs, but also stimulate growth hormone production and improve energy metabolism, helping maintain lean muscle, stable energy, and even mental clarity. They enhance reaction time and balance reflexes, both essential for avoiding falls in everyday life. That's why the squat should be viewed as a long-term investment in strength and independence. It doesn't require expensive equipment or a gym membership, just consistency, patience, and the willingness to move. Within a few weeks, you'll notice the difference. Standing up feels lighter, climbing stairs becomes easier, and every step feels more stable and confident. If you've tried squats before or want to start today, comment the number 1 below. Let it be your small promise to yourself that you're choosing action over fear, strength over weakness, and independence over limitation. See, as we age, one of the most visible postural changes is rounded shoulders and a hunched back. This isn't just an aesthetic issue, but the result of years of poor posture, prolonged sitting, leaning forward, or constantly looking down at screens. When the shoulders roll forward, the spine loses its natural curve, and the neck and upper back muscles are forced to overwork, leading to chronic stiffness, neck pain, and limited mobility. The scapular retraction with resistance band exercise directly addresses this issue by restoring posture, relieving discomfort, and strengthening the muscles that keep your upper body upright and stable. The goal of this exercise is to strengthen the rhomboids, middle trapezius, and posterior deltoids muscles responsible for pulling the shoulders back and aligning the spine. When these weaken, the shoulders slump, and the neck compensates by tightening, creating the cycle of tension and fatigue familiar to most older adults. Retraining these muscles helps realign posture, reduce pain, and bring the upper body back into balance. A study published in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science found that older adults with postural deformities who practiced this exercise 3 times per week for 8 weeks improved shoulder stability by 42%, reduced neck and shoulder pain by 37%, and increased range of motion significantly. X-rays revealed that the spinal curve improved by nearly 8 degrees, resulting in taller, straighter posture. These benefits didn't just enhance appearance, they improved breathing, circulation, and overall comfort during daily movement. How to perform it correctly. Use a light or medium resistance band that provides gentle tension. Sit or stand tall, keeping your spine straight and core lightly engaged. Hold the band at chest level with both hands, elbows bent at 90 degrees and close to your sides. As you exhale through your mouth, slowly pull the band apart, squeezing your shoulder blades together as if pinching a pencil between them. Hold the contraction for 2 seconds, then inhale through your nose and return slowly to the starting point. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, 3 times per week. The key is smooth, controlled motion, no jerking or rushing. While performing the movement, avoid common mistakes. Many people shrug their shoulders or tighten their neck, shifting the load away from the upper back. Instead, imagine your shoulders gliding backward and downward. Keep your neck relaxed, gaze forward, and focus on the muscles between your shoulder blades doing the work. Proper breathing keeps the movement rhythmic and activates the core to stabilize the spine. With regular practice, this simple exercise delivers visible and functional improvements. Within a few weeks, many report less neck tension, straighter posture, and greater ease of movement. Strengthening the upper back also helps enhance balance, since proper shoulder alignment stabilizes the body's center of gravity, reducing fall risk, a critical concern for older adults. Physiologically, scapular retraction stimulates proprioceptive feedback, the body's ability to sense position and balance. This sends signals to the brain's postural control centers, retraining coordination that often declines with age. As awareness improves, your body can adjust more precisely, making you steadier, stronger, and more confident in daily activities. The exercise also expands the chest cavity and improves lung capacity. Pulling the shoulders back opens the rib cage, allowing deeper breathing and more oxygen intake. This can ease fatigue, enhance energy levels, and even improve sleep quality. Many older adults who adopt this exercise describe feeling lighter, more open, and more relaxed after just a few sessions. To maximize results, practice with patience and mindfulness. The purpose is not strength through force, but control through awareness. Move deliberately, focusing on the connection between breath, posture, and muscle engagement. Each repetition becomes an opportunity to recalibrate the body and mind, rebuilding posture from the inside out. Think of every pull as a small act of renewal. As your shoulders strengthen and open, you reclaim not just alignment, but also confidence and vitality. The scapular retraction with resistance band is therefore more than a posture fix. It's a way to reconnect with your body's natural strength and grace. When practiced regularly, it can reverse years of stiffness, improve circulation, and restore youthful balance. In just a few minutes, 3 times a week, you can transform the way you stand, breathe, and move, standing taller, moving freer, and living each day with greater comfort and confidence. Woo! Among all exercises that help older adults maintain strength and independence, the push-up remains one of the most powerful and complete. Though simple, it has stood the test of time as what experts call the ultimate upper body health test. That's because it engages several major muscle groups at once: the chest, shoulders, triceps, and core. After the age of 60, daily actions like pushing a door, lifting a bag, or rising from a chair depend directly on these muscles. For that reason, the push-up is not just a workout, it is a practice of self-reliance and dignity, a movement that keeps the body capable and the spirit resilient. The goal of the push-up is to strengthen the entire upper body while protecting the spine and improving posture. When you lower yourself, the chest muscles contract to stabilize your body. The shoulders and triceps help create power, and the core muscles hold the spine in alignment. This synchronized effort develops functional strength, the kind that translates into everyday activities, pushing, carrying, or getting up safely. At the same time, activating the core throughout the movement helps support spinal stability, reduce lower back pain, and improve overall balance, which are essential for healthy aging. The benefits go beyond muscle building. A study from Harvard Health Publishing found that older adults who performed push-ups 3 times per week for 8 weeks improved chest and shoulder strength by 30%, balance by 25%, and reduced their risk of falls by nearly 40%. Push-ups also stimulate circulation, support heart health, and increase bone density in the wrists and shoulders, 2 areas most prone to weakness with age. One of the push-ups' biggest advantages is its adaptability to any fitness level. For beginners, start with the wall push-up. Stand facing a wall. Place your hands at shoulder height, about 1 arm's length away. Then lean in slowly and push back. It's a safe way to reawaken the muscles without putting pressure on the joints. Once that becomes comfortable, move to the incline push-up, using a sturdy table or countertop for support. This gentle angle adds moderate resistance while keeping control and stability. For intermediate levels, the knee push-up is ideal. Place your knees on the ground, hands shoulder-width apart, keeping your back straight and core tight. Inhale as you lower your chest toward the floor, then exhale as you push up. This form strengthens the same muscles as a standard push-up, but with less body weight to manage. Finally, when strength and stability improve, progress to the traditional push-up, balancing on your toes and hands. This version engages the entire body: chest, shoulders, arms, abs, hips, and legs, delivering full functional training in one move. Proper technique is crucial. Keep your body in a straight line from head to heels. Inhale while lowering and exhale while pushing up. Move slowly and evenly to keep the muscles under tension. Your gaze should stay down, neck neutral, and elbows angled about 45 degrees from your body, not flaring outward. Controlled breathing helps synchronize effort and protects the spine by engaging the core during each repetition. Common mistakes include flaring the elbows too wide, which strains the shoulders, sagging the hips, which stresses the lower back, or sticking the hips up, which breaks alignment. Moving too fast also reduces muscle activation and increases the risk of injury. Remember, the goal is control, not speed. One slow, precise push-up is far more valuable than 10 rushed ones. For older adults, precision and alignment matter more than intensity. When done consistently, push-ups offer long-term benefits that extend well beyond fitness. Strong upper body muscles help protect the joints, making daily activities easier and safer. A stable core prevents back strain and supports posture. helping you stand taller and move with confidence. Over time, you'll likely notice less neck and shoulder discomfort, easier breathing, and improved endurance during simple tasks. Push-ups also bring psychological rewards. Each time you push yourself upward, you reinforce not only your muscles, but also your mindset. You rediscover confidence, resilience, and the sense of control that aging often threatens to take away. The movement becomes a metaphor, a reminder that strength isn't lost with age. It simply needs to be reawakened. Even just a few minutes a day can make a profound difference. Whether against the wall or on the floor, what matters most is consistency and awareness. Every repetition is a step towards stronger muscles, better posture, and greater independence. So start today. No gym, no equipment, no excuses, just your body and your will to move. If you're ready to give this exercise a try, comment the number 1 below to show that you're choosing action, strength, and control over limitation. Every push-up is proof that you can rise not just physically, but in spirit at any age. Liu. Among all balance and coordination exercises for older adults, the heel-to-toe walk stands out as one of the simplest yet most transformative. Many people believe that staying fit after 60 is all about maintaining muscle mass, but in reality, balance and neuromuscular coordination are what truly determine independence, mobility, and safety. As we age, the body's internal sensors known as proprioceptors begin to weaken. These receptors, located in the feet, ankles, and joints, constantly send signals to the brain about our body's position in space. When they become less responsive, the brain reacts more slowly to posture changes, causing unsteady movement and an increased risk of falls. The heel-to-toe walk is designed to reactivate this system, rebuilding the connection between the body and the brain to restore stability, awareness, and confidence with every step. The primary goal of this exercise is to improve balance and coordination, two abilities that naturally decline with age. Walking heel to toe forces the body to move along a narrow, controlled line, demanding fine coordination among the muscles, joints, and nervous system. This helps the body retrain its natural balance reflexes, reducing the risk of falls, one of the most common and dangerous issues for older adults. The method is remarkably simple, yet deeply effective. Begin by standing tall with your arms slightly extended to the sides for balance. Keep your eyes forward, not looking down at your feet. Then, place the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other foot, as if you were walking on a tightrope. Each step should be slow, deliberate, and controlled. Engage your abdominal muscles gently to stabilize your spine, and avoid leaning side to side. Take 10 to 20 slow, steady steps, then stop, turn around carefully, and repeat in the opposite direction. Once you are comfortable, you can try more advanced variations. Practice walking on a soft surface, such as a yoga mat or carpet, to challenge your stability and engage more supporting muscles. When it feels safe and you have something nearby to hold on to, try closing your eyes for a few seconds. This forces your body to rely solely on internal feedback rather than vision, sharpening proprioceptive awareness and quickening your reflexes. These subtle challenges help train the brain to respond faster when balance is disrupted, such as when you stumble or step on uneven ground. A study from the National Institute on Aging found that older adults who practiced the heel-to-toe walk 4 times a week for 8 weeks improved their static balance by 35%, dynamic balance by 42%, and reduced their risk of falling by more than 50%. Even more fascinating, brain scans revealed increased activity in the cerebellum and parietal lobe areas responsible for balance and body awareness. In other words, this exercise doesn't just train your muscles, it exercises your brain too, keeping your coordination sharp and your reflexes responsive. From a physiological standpoint, this movement activates hundreds of tiny sensory receptors in the feet, ankles, knees, and hips. These sensors constantly send feedback to the brain, allowing it to adjust muscle tension, posture, and movement to maintain balance. Repeating this process strengthens the connection between your nervous system and your muscles, making the body more responsive and precise. Over time, this improves the body-brain dialogue, helping you move with more awareness and control. Beyond the neurological benefits, the heel-to-toe walk also strengthens key muscle groups. As you move slowly and mindfully, the muscles of the back, hips, hamstrings, and core stay engaged to keep your body aligned. This continuous activation improves posture, keeps your spine upright, and opens your chest for easier breathing. Many people notice that after a few weeks of practice, they can walk more smoothly, climb stairs with greater ease, and feel more stable on uneven ground. Another powerful benefit is the restoration of proprioception, the ability to sense where your body is without looking. When proprioception weakens, many older adults lose awareness of where their feet are, which leads to missteps or falls. This exercise retrains the brain to accurately interpret sensory input, giving you a stronger sense of where your body is in space. Each slow, focused step strengthens the connection between your mind and movement, helping you reclaim confidence in your own balance. The best part: this exercise can be done anywhere, anytime in your living room, hallway, backyard, or even at the park. You don't need equipment, a trainer, or much space, just a few minutes of patience and concentration. Practicing daily, even for 5 minutes, can yield significant results. As you become more comfortable, add slow, deep breathing to each step to improve oxygen flow, reduce tension, and promote relaxation. When performed regularly, the heel-to-toe walk delivers lasting results. It helps reduce the likelihood of falls, improves spatial awareness, enhances posture, and increases body control. More importantly, it builds confidence, that essential sense of control over your own body. Each deliberate step reinforces independence and restores dignity, reminding you that stability and grace can be cultivated at any age. So, if you're looking for an exercise that can transform the way you move and feel, start today. Imagine walking on your own invisible tightrope for just 5 minutes a day. Those quiet, intentional steps are not just movements, they are small victories against fragility and fear. Each step forward is a declaration that you are still in charge of your balance, your body, and your life. If you're ready to take that first confident step, comment the number 1 below, a simple symbol of your commitment to keep moving forward, one steady step at a time. See, as we age, the body inevitably slows down, but that does not mean strength, balance, or independence must fade away. The 5 essential exercises we've discussed, glute bridge, squat, scapular retraction, wall push-up, and heel-to-toe walk, together form the foundation for an active, independent, and meaningful later life. Each one is more than a workout. It is a method of keeping the mind and body connected, ensuring you stay strong, mobile, and confident. These movements are designed to preserve muscle mass, strengthen posture, enhance balance, and reactivate the nervous system that often becomes sluggish with age. Practiced regularly, they can restore a sense of physical control and emotional resilience, a harmony between body and brain that keeps you steady in every sense of the word. Exercise, at its core, is not about pushing limits, it's about consistency and awareness. The key is not intensity, but persistence. Even 15 to 20 minutes a day, performed with care and control, can gradually rebuild strength and coordination. What truly matters is not how perfect the movements look, but how committed you are to showing up. Every session tells your body, I'm still here, still moving, still alive. Research shows that even people starting at 70 or 80 can improve muscle tone, increase bone density, boost blood flow, and enhance mental clarity through consistent movement. When you listen to your body noticing tension, fatigue, or progress, you begin to cultivate a relationship of trust with yourself. That awareness becomes a quiet but powerful medicine against decline. Every small movement represents a step toward freedom. When you bend, stretch, or press your palms against the wall, you are not only building physical strength, but also reclaiming self-confidence and independence. Each motion is an act of resistance against fear, fragility, and dependency. Aging, then, is no longer something to endure, but something to master, a stage where awareness and intention replace speed and force. The individuals who move with purpose each day are not just stronger in muscle, but also calmer in mind. They learn to breathe deeply, to stay grounded, to release stress with each slow, controlled repetition. After a few weeks of practice, the results begin to reveal themselves naturally. You'll notice that standing up feels easier, your steps more stable, your posture taller, and your risk of falling far lower. These are not miracles. They are the outcomes of small, consistent investments in yourself. The science of movement confirms that the body, when trained gently but persistently, will adapt at any age. Exercise doesn't just strengthen the body, it rewires the brain, sharpens reflexes, and enhances confidence. Each time you finish a workout, you aren't simply exercising. You are reaffirming control over your life. Regular movement also restores something even more valuable than strength independence. The ability to open a door without strain, to climb stairs confidently, or to walk through a park unassisted carries profound emotional meaning. It represents freedom, the dignity of being able to care for yourself. The joy of independence is quiet but powerful. The assurance that you can still rely on your body, that you can move through the world with stability and grace. You don't need to prove anything to others. You only need to remind yourself that the will to move is still within you. If you are ready to start this journey, comment the number 9 below, a simple but powerful declaration that you are committed to movement, strength, and vitality. And if you know someone, a parent, a relative, a neighbor who could benefit from this message, comment the number 0 and share it with them. Sometimes, a small act of encouragement is all it takes to change someone's life. Imagine how many people could regain their confidence, their strength, and their hope if they just began with one step, one exercise, one decision to move. Finally, remember this truth: it's never too late to begin. Whether you are 60, 70, or beyond, the human body retains an extraordinary ability to adapt, grow, and heal. Every stretch, every breath, and every repetition is a message to your body that you still believe in its potential. You don't need perfection, only persistence. Begin gently, move daily, and let your consistency become your strength. Every minute of mindful movement today builds the foundation for years of balance, freedom, and peace ahead. Because aging is not about losing time, it's about learning how to live it better. And the best way to do that is to start now.